Welcome to the Pit Stop Podcast. I'm your host, E, aka R Moneybags, and we got the pit crew with us today. We got my man K Eagle. What's up, bro?
What's up, man? What it do? What it do? Episode 91.
God dang, 91 already. We getting there, man. Hey, and we got my man Jay every day. Hey, Jay, tell him what we doing on the show, man.
Man, that's where we shoot the shit, talk about everything except politics.
Bing bong. And we have a very, very special guest today, man. This person is a community strategist, entrepreneur, and she creates opportunities for small businesses. She serves as let me get it right. She serves as director, economic mobility and small business development for Clay Arsenal Community Development Corporation. And she is the co-founder of University of Dope, which I'm a fan of, and I'm a fan of hers as well. Let's give it up for Marian Clarke, man.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. And I must say, I love your boss. She's a cool ass person, man.
You better love my boss to the end. I love her too.
Yeah, she's pretty dope, man.
I'm assuming our co-host got close ties to the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, with that said, hey Mary, what part of Africa are you from?
Ghana. I'm originally from Ghana, but I was born here. I was born in the United States, and then we moved back to Ghana, and then I moved back again.
Ooh, hold on. How was that? What age did you move back to Ghana?
I was like an infant, like a baby. So I don't recall anything of the United States up until age 5 when we moved back here.
You have dual citizenship?
Huh?
You have dual citizenship?
No, but I can easily get it. So the next time I go, I'm gonna make it more of a priority as things shape up here.
Yeah, Ghana is actually a place in Africa I would love to visit. I always talk about that.
Listen, I recommend I'm an avid traveler. I always try to go to the black countries. Like that's my prerogative. So, but I tell everybody, if you haven't been and you haven't gone to the continent of Africa, go to Ghana first if you can. It's such a welcoming country. That's like our slogan. It's like Akwaba. And obviously, a lot of the slave trade happened out of the West Coast and out of there. So it's like your heritage kind of links back there, whether you like it or not. Mm-hmm. So it's a cool trip. And again, it's lit. We love to party.
That's what I saw. That's the part I saw.
Yeah, that's what you saw, I bet.
That's
everybody knows that. Like 6 a.m. parties, yeah.
Hey,
that's a good selling point.
Put it together. Put it together, E. Put the trip together, man. So we get out there.
Hold on. Oh no. I know you're going somewhere in February, right?
Yeah. So me and my husband, again, we black countries, we try to visit. So when we got engaged, we were like, okay, we want to do a destination wedding, and we got married in Cape Town, South Africa. And then our 5th anniversary is coming up, so we are gonna go back in February for it. Everybody had such a good time on that vacation and destination wedding that we decided to just invite everybody again, and anybody that didn't get a chance to go, whether it was like other commitments. So we're doing like a return trip to Africa in February.
Ah, man.
So what's your favorite black country to go to?
I mean, Ghana aside, probably Kenya. Kenya was lit. I was surprised with Kenya. I love Kenya. I would go back to Kenya. I would go back to Nairobi. It was lit.
I heard Kenya was cool too, man.
It is. It was real good. I was like, every 2 seconds.
Have you ever considered moving back to Africa full time?
Full time, nah. I would definitely, like half the year, like when wintertime comes, go live there. Gotcha. When summertime comes, return here. Like I still love, I love Black Americans. Like I need DC. I need, you know what I'm saying? I need Houston.
Hey, look. So I will say this.
I need brunch. I
was about to say you need your day parties and your brunch. That's what you need.
I need all the culture. I don't get into diaspora wars. I need it all. I need literally all of it. So
I will say this, man. So me and my girl, we went to your birthday party, right?
Yes.
So they she had a 70s birthday party, dope ass event, right?
Soul Train theme birthday party.
Oh, I
Girl.
seen the pictures.
Yeah,
I seen the pictures.
bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do
So
remember that.
so this is what changed my perspective on Hartford in Connecticut, period. Going to this event, her party, I saw all these black people, yo. And they were like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It was, I mean, you could tell some people like this is people, they got it together. They know what's going on, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it, you know what it looked like? It looked like black excellence. I ain't gonna lie. I went to yeah. And I was like, and it was dope. It was like that there's it was an apartment building.
It was an apartment building that has a rooftop that like
Yeah.
it's 70s. That like the wood, they have wood grain walls, and they used to rent it out to the public, but they don't anymore. And then I had a friend who still lived in the building. She was like, "You can have your party up there." Ever since I went up there, I was like, "I will have a party up here, and it will be Soul Train themed because it gave like 70s living room, but still glam."
Yeah, and it was dope, man. But I just experiencing it, and I'm just looking around like, oh, yo, like, all right, man. I didn't know, man. Hartford got it too. It looked like DC.
It's a little, you know, when black people move up here, I will say they're like, where are all the others? But once you find us, like know where we're at, they're like, oh yeah, it's lit. I like it here. But you got to know where to be at the right time. It's like,
Cool.
Nah, I will say this. It was a good selling point. I give you that.
for sure. For sure. And you know, Janice is connected. You know me too. So yeah, you always know where to be. There's always something lit going on for sure.
For sure.
That's dope. Black
Yeah, people
excellence.
sleep on it.
Black excellence. It is. Entrepreneurship. That's what I wanted to talk about. Like, I see that you're a community strategist for like small businesses. I run a company. We're a small business, and one of the biggest disconnects that I see what happened within our communities is we know the end goal, but we don't know how to get to that end goal of creating a business, and then also finding those opportunities that could sustain our business and things like that. So just tell me something about yourself within that.
I mean,
that right there.
That's exactly it. It's twofold for me because I think I've been an entrepreneur, like a serial entrepreneur my whole life. And I also went to school for business. So it was like, I just always wanted to work for myself or help others get to where they need to get to. Minorities, especially, we don't have, the generational wealth or like grandpa's knowledge of, or you know what I mean? It's not like a business that's been passed down generationally where you learn from when you were a baby to now, you know what I mean? So every time, minorities start businesses, they don't know where to go for resources. They don't know how to structure things correctly. They don't know, what they don't know. So, my main goal, especially in the new role that I'm in, and even my previous role was like, hey, did you know that there's grants? Did you know you can get free business advisors? Did you know the UConn School of Law Business does, contracts and stuff for you for free? Do you know they can look over your lease for you? Do you know, so it's just a matter of like really bringing the resources to the people. And then in my new role, I was bringing the resources to the people and standing there until they utilize the resources. Hold them accountable until they use the resource. Because I really don't want to, when you're in the sand of like doing your day-to-day, trying to make it work, trying to make money, you don't stop and think like, oh, I need to re-strategize or I need to, you know what I mean? You're just busy trying to, like, if you're a baker, you're just busy trying to make cookies, You're not thinking about things that you might be missing, liability, insurance. You're not thinking about some of the things that could come bite you in the ass later. So yeah, it's been nice to stand in the gap, to be the bridge basically between what other groups don't have, and what we need. So it's nice.
I like the fact that you said liability insurance, because a lot of companies, they will bid on opportunities and skip over the fact of within the RFP, they'll say, you have to meet these requirements for this type of liability insurance. And then when they get the contract, some of these companies lose it because the awards get pulled because they don't have that resource for, for their company. So a lot of the standing with companies, I think companies have to understand that being successful as a small business, it's a saturated environment. It's almost like every piece of sand in the sandbox. That's how many companies. That's you gotta put yourself in that mindset. Like you gotta be serious about it. Be dedicated.
Yeah, I think, again, businesses get hemmed up just exactly like as you stated. So trying to make it easy so that they understand, like, no, this is a necessary cost. Like insurance is like one of the one things that people, I think, cut from their mind when they're trying to save money when it comes to the business, things that they don't necessarily have to use day to day. That's the first thing that they cut. And that's one of the first things that'll come back later to haunt them if anything happens. What if somebody gets, food poisoning from your cookie? Like you're done. You know what I mean? Like anything like that. So yeah.
I think one of the things that I think I learned about the business aspect of it and entrepreneurship too is that you don't have to use your own money. I think that was one of the biggest things that when I talk about business or whatnot. Use somebody else's money. Everybody always talk about I built it on my own. I built it with my money.
And then he's so proud about it too. I'm just like, no.
Right.
No. You use somebody else's money because if anything goes wrong, it's their money. It's not yours. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
In the business, you can always create a new business. You can always create a new LLC. And that other one, as long as it's not your name attached to it, I mean, at the end of the day, you'll be good. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
And
that's one thing I learned about that.
And, I don't want to get on my soapbox here, but one thing we gotta stop saying: there's no such thing as a self-made person. I get it. You said I get it. You had an idea, you did something, you had an idea and you put it in provision. That's cool, but you still had to have some kind of help along the way to get to that point. You didn't do it all yourself, my man.
This is true. Somebody had to give you some type of opportunity somewhere.
And look, people got to support you.
I guess I look at it like this when they say self-made. You went through all the bumps, the ups and downs, the highs and lows, and you know what I mean. Because like sometimes, like especially if you the first generation entrepreneur, it's things that you don't even know where to go, and you have to figure it out on your own per se to get there. Then once you get there, yes, you get the help from everybody. That's how I look at it. Like, for example, if I was trying to go into business, now I have somebody I can talk to in Marian to say, hey, what are some steps I need instead of just crashing into this wall 100 times until I figure out maybe that's not the wall. Let me find the soft spot on the wall. I keep looking for the soft spot on the wall to finally get in because I got through there. So
yeah, and my thing with that, Jay, too, but sometimes they forget.
Oh, yeah.
They forget. Like, it was somebody. Remember that loan your mother gave you? You know what I'm saying? Remember that ride your mother? You didn't have no car to get to this gig or whatever. You had to have some help along the way.
Yeah. Like that award speech, she was like, first of all, I want to thank me. Like, okay.
Hold
Maybe you shouldn't thank yourself before you thank the people who helped you get there. I don't know.
Exactly.
And I get that it takes like a certain level of self-determination and whatnot, and motivation and, whatever. But somebody still gave you an opportunity. Somebody still gave you a shot. Some people still supported you, whether you liked it or not. So, exactly. I kind of agree with you. Half and half.
It's half and half. For real.
Mm-hmm.
So I also see when you say you create opportunities for small business and underserved communities. Not asking is it hard? I don't necessarily want to ask is it hard, but how do you change their mindset? What are some things that you do? Because like being in an underserved community, how do you get them to believe in their business or believe in themselves, being as though they don't have all the avenues, they don't have all the opportunities as the other communities, or they don't have the same, what I'm saying, reach out and, like as E said, have the same
resources,
opportunities and resources and things like that.
So first, I just want to say, in this new position at the Clay Arsenal Community Development Corporation, I just started, so I'm building strategies behind this exact thing. However, in my previous role, I used to run director of small business development at the Hartford Chamber of Commerce. So it was like anybody that was a chamber member or whatever. But I used to focus on the minorities for clear reasons. The thing that makes me different from other people is I'll help you with small wins. I'll help you with what is plaguing you right now. So if you come to me and you're like, man, like I had a guy earlier today who was like, I have a growth problem. Me and my wife work from sun up to sundown making t-shirts. I turn down clients. I need extra hands. I need extra help. And to me, I told him, I was like, if you're turning away money, that means you need to re-strategize. But let me help you out with a small win first. I was like, let me connect you with my homegirl who runs a intern program where they pay for the intern, so you're not even getting like bullshit help. You know what I mean? And I was like, get some extra hands. And I was like, get as many interns as you want. You don't need to get just one. You can get 5. You can get 5 people on the clock getting paid to help you. And then once that happens, and I already connected them to the lady, and they're already setting up what they need to set up. It's like building trust first with whatever the small win is. And once that trust is built, it's like, okay, what else you got? I can identify the other problems that you're having and work on those problems. But I usually try to solve the immediate need quickly and hopefully for free. So I try to also connect people to the free resources first.
Yeah.
The ones that don't have a large lift, it's an easy, like, fill out a form and maybe dedicate a couple hours to talking to some people. So you don't feel like you're carrying the world. And then the whole part is like, again, I stay with you. So it's like, all right, I'm going to connect you to this person. I'm going to follow up. Like, the one thing about me when I was at the chamber was like, I'm going to like, hey, I sent you this resource. You said you needed XYZ. Did you call them? And it was like, oh, I didn't have time to call them. I was like, oh, but I thought you said this was a problem. You know what I mean? You got to turn it back on them and kind of make them feel guilty about it. They'd be like, okay. And then once they finally get to that level or whatever, they're like, okay, I think I can continue to trust you, and then I can continue to bring them the resources. But a small win, if I can get a small win, whatever it may be, people loitering in front of your business, like whatever it is, the small win, I do try to pull all the connections I have many, to try to solve the problems. That's why local leaders, not in politics, local leaders are important. Those not in politics. The
It's
people
funny you said that. Like,
that work at nonprofits, the people who are literally boots on the ground. Those are your most powerful people. They're the most connected, and they're the ones who can do the most work for you. So, like, as much as it's like, go talk to your local politician, yeah, okay. But if you need to solve a problem now, you need to talk to the guy who happens to know, the sergeant that could, patrol the block or get you a camera, those quick calls to answer your solution.
Right. I see you had to emphasize that.
Yeah, because it's true.
Hey,
it's true.
hey, Kitty. Hey, look, I think you saw a look on my face. She answered one of our questions. We had we even we had a
whole powwow, right?
Yeah, we before you even knew, you didn't even know, you just answered the question for us. We had a business product we had.
What was the question? I gotta know what it is now.
No, because we was talking about that. How do we get like a cameraman to help us on the road when we doing stuff, whatever? Like, oh shit, we just get an intern.
Yeah,
an intern.
We didn't even think of that. We thinking
never thought of it.
We put on paper,
honestly,
but no.
I have an intern right now who's just doing work off the strength of she just wants experience. She's not getting paid or college credit. So really, you could find a school near you, find the major, find the student, and be like, hey, do you want to build your portfolio? 9 times out of 10, they're going to say yes. Yeah. Okay. And I'm sure if you have them talk, and then tell them like, hey, talk to your college professors and figure out how you can get college credit for this. And that they could figure it out on the back end if they really want something from you. But I'm sure there's a nonprofit wherever you're at that probably can get you some interns, paid ones.
That does make sense, because a lot of these, like, shoot, I was on the other end of that coming out of college and trying to apply for jobs, and they say you need 3 years experience. I'm like, well, damn, the last 3 years I was in school.
Right.
But internships is what.
Internships.
And the crazy thing about it is, you probably and if we traveling, we probably can touch down and go to any of the colleges and say, hey, look, this is what we're looking for, XYZ, blah, blah, blah. And we don't even, it doesn't have to be somebody that travels with us on a daily basis or on a regular, just be, you know what I mean?
That part. Or find the professors on LinkedIn, like, hey, nominate one of your students, because they're always trying to do projects and stuff like that. Those like those universities are always trying to get the students to have like real world experiences. If you tell them that y'all got a project that they could work on, I'm sure they'd jump at the opportunity. I've done that too with a couple of UConn. Trained all the universities that are Hartford adjacent students have done work for me, and I happily accepted.
Wow. Well, fellas, that's what we need then, because it's a content business, and when we on the road, we want to collect all of that content. So we gotta get to it.
Nah, for sure, man. Hey, look, we gonna work on that, man. Hey,
Oh,
so
God,
I
yeah.
want to know. Tell us about the University of Dope. Yeah.
um,
How did this come about?
Great
so
concept.
how it came about. So a friend of mine from college, we went out to eat, and we're always like, it's like we have a banter relationship. You know what I mean? So we were out to eat, and she was like, we were talking about, you ever watch that? It's an old show. It was like Trivia in a Cab. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, you
Wow,
talking
I
about
remember that joint. Yeah.
you talking
Talking
about
about
cash
like
cab,
they have
cash
Cash
cab,
Cab.
yeah,
Cab.
and they give me
Cab.
cab, and they
So
would.
she was like, yo, and we were in New York. She lived in New York. So she was like, yo, imagine you get into Cash Cab and they were like, can you name all the members of En Vogue? And I was like, I would lose immediately. And then she was like, can you name all the members of Wu-Tang? And I was like, yes, I can definitely do that. That one's easier, right? For me, that one's easier. And then she's like, you think you'd be able to do it drunk? And I was like, oh my God, that would be such a fun game. So we literally came back to her apartment. We Googled like Wu-Tang drinking game. Of course, nothing comes up. Nothing like that existed. And then we were like, hip hop drinking game. And then nothing came up. So we were like, we have to do it. And I have a friend of mine who's still a friend of mine. We're very close. She's a graphic designer. And she used to work at FedEx. I remember she used to manage a whole bunch of FedEx Kinkos, like the printing or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we told her the idea, and literally we banged it out in one weekend. We had like a spreadsheet, like we made like an algorithm of like questions we would ask. We were like drinking, and if it didn't make us laugh or argue, it was like questions out, right? Questions out. And then she
I love the research and development.
Huh?
I said I love the research and development.
Yeah, exactly. It was a little R&D. We printed out a whole bunch of them. And at that point, we didn't think like, oh my God, we're going to have a game that's going to go nationwide. It was just like, oh, we have this fun game to play with our friends. And we were playing with our friends, and people were like, hey, where'd you get this? We were like, we made it. And that's how we figured out we had a good idea on our hands, because everybody was like, I'll buy it off you. Or like, where can I get it? Where can I get it? We kept on getting, where can I get it? So it was like, all right, let's go hard and actually try to make this thing an actual thing. I think the first time we even tried to come up with a name for it, we called it Who Wants to Be a Cash Money Millionaire? But then we realized we might have like, a legal issue with that. So then we settled on University of Dope, because again, me and the co-founder, we met in college. And that's what we used to do. We used to stay up in the dorm rooms and the common areas, and all of us, we were like in the hoodest dorm too. Like I think that's where they put all the basketball. Blah. Everybody that was Black lived up the hill. And we used to stay up to the wee hours of the morning arguing about everything under the sun that had to do with music. So that's how the game came to be. We rebranded in 2020 because we were like, okay, we need to like be for real. If we really want to get it into stores. And then later that year, I think the following year, we got it into Target stores nationwide.
Yo, how's that process?
Hard.
Yeah.
So look, me and Kenny, right?
Yeah.
We had this other podcast called Bar Drinks and Entrees, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had games that we would play on there too. So we needed to link up with you, because we had one that we like. We did a couple different games, but one we did was One Gotta Go, and we did comedians. We did Bernie Mac, Marian, Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, and Eddie Murphy.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah. Damn.
Stupid.
Why Kevin Hart?
She about to re-roast Kevin Hart.
I'm just saying. Listen, let's go. Like this is why.
I know he's not an industry plant, but he gives industry plant. I didn't like the movie Soul Plane. I didn't think that shit was funny at all. His comedy special when he first came out with his stand-up, that was fire.
I love Soul Plane. I'm sorry.
Me too.
I like it. I thought they just wanted to throw a whole bunch of celebrities into a movie, and that was it. But the comedy special was dope. The second one was dope. And then it started just getting real commercial, like just all the movies he got with The Rock. Like, oh, I'm tired. It got a little oversaturated too quickly for my liking.
Not defending him because they defending no millionaire. They can defend themselves. But we got all types of problems in this world. We ain't millionaire. But I would say, in his defense, I think his comedy got more saturated is because of his brand aligning with different corporations. You know, he got different product lines that he's selling. Mm-hmm. And there, as you can see, just with this whole one roast, he in the news for doing some shit that we want him to get back to doing. But then his ass on the red carpet for doing it. So it's like, damn if he do, damn if he don't. You know what I'm saying? So
I get it.
I would just, you know what I mean?
Hey, so I just found
what you were trying to do. I don't know. That comedy roast could have been phenomenal. I cringed through it. It could have been good. I think it just needed a little bit more. Michael Che confirmed that they didn't have no black writers writing those jokes. I was about to say,
yeah, it wasn't no seasoning, man. It was too much.
Yeah, there was no seasoning to it, and a lot of it was just, some of it made me laugh, but other way it was just like, all right. And I'm like, damn, to be like legendary status comedian, because I do think he's a legend. It's not like I'm trying to take that away from him. He's up there with the greats. He achieved something a lot of people couldn't do. It just, to me, could have been way better, executed way better, with better jokes, better comedians, better everything. I was kind of like, y'all just doing this to do this. And that's the kind of vibe I get from a lot of his content. Like, you just doing this to do this instead of really giving it thought.
It was a big Hollywood event. It wasn't really,
it wasn't thoughtful.
Yeah. So like I saw this on a lower level.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I was laughing my ass off at a lot of them dark. I'm a dark humor type of guy, so
yeah.
I'm a dark humor type of girl, but I was just like, I don't know.
It gotta be funny though. Like some of it was just, man, that wasn't even funny, dude. That was just racist.
I wasn't laughing. I wasn't laughing as much as I thought I was going to laugh. And I think that's what pissed me off. Because I did laugh, Kenny. I just was, I thought I was going to be like, almost like comedy special number 1. When I laughed, when I mean the whole way through, I thought I was going to be laughing the whole way through. And I was really waiting for the mean ass jokes. You know what I mean? Like,
It was one moment. It was one moment when Tiana Taylor went on stage, right?
Yeah, that was fun.
And bombed. And the dude came back and said, man, that was the worst.
And it was. And it was. Now imagine if they had better writers, is all I'm saying.
All I know is when she walked on stage and he said, like, we're glad she got that shit was the worst comedy, worst roast.
He came in there and said what we thought. Like, that was crazy.
Hey, but so I found out the real reason for the Cat Williams and Kevin Hart beef, So y'all remember that this legend, I don't know, a legend. So y'all remember it was an old movie called Fool's Gold with Matthew McConaughey and Kevin Hart. So originally, Cat Williams was in the movie. He was supposed to be filming the movie, and what happened? Cat Williams caught a gun charge, and it delayed the movie. And so they needed somebody that was like this, because they had all the set. On the set, they had the clothes that was like for a little person, whatever. Mm-hmm. And they called Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart took the movie, and that's when his career went on, because it was right after Soul Plane. Soul Plane flopped or whatever, and so he did so good in Fool's Gold with Matthew McConaughey as like a sidekick, whatever.
And then he had all Cat Williams parts from that.
I can see why Cat would be pissed off at that. I don't know. Kevin Hart definitely is funny. It's just I think he's just. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like he's grabbing air. Like, I'm going to take every opportunity that comes my way. Hang on 1 second. My husband is gaming in the back, and I don't know if y'all can hear him. Can y'all hear him?
Yeah.
I didn't hear him.
Yeah, I heard him.
Yeah.
Listen, we professionals. We professionals.
Oh, we can roll with it.
We can roll with it. What he playing?
Hell nah.
What he playing?
Path of Exile.
Okay.
All right, bye. See, I do that shit. That's a wife right there.
Hey, yo.
I know all the games he plays.
Hey, I need your husband to do some voiceover. They got the deepest voice ever. Son.
I know. Sometimes he will be walking and like in a grocery store, and he'll be like, "Hey, Marian, do we need green beans?" And there was one guy that was like, "God."
His voice.
Oh man. Oh man,
Yeah,
we
he
did.
used
We
to do
did.
voiceover. Yeah,
Oh
he
yeah.
used to. If you need him to do some shit, he'll do some shit. But yeah, he gotta like you.
Oh man, yo, he need to do like
Yeah, he
all
got.
the intros for
Yeah,
yo.
man.
Yeah, he
Oh
got
my god.
promoters on DMV YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely used him for University of Dope on a couple of ads I had for sure.
Nah.
All right, sorry, back to it.
I know. Look, like, hey, look, that's what we do up here, man. We might go all over the place. We stayed on
No,
Kevin
but
Hart for like
how do
10
we-
minutes. Man, it's cool.
So how do we get you to get our card game going too? You know what I'm saying? We trying to be a kid.
You trying to make a card game?
We try to get that joint off
That's
the
it.
ground.
Yo, the bar drinks and Andre card game is a good idea, bro.
We on this platform too. YouTube. You can look us up. Bar Drinks and Entrees. We started it in 2019. Well, right before the pandemic happened.
Yeah,
Which
right
I want to
before-
get back to because you said 2020
Yeah,
was when you guys was working to get it in the stores. Was
yeah.
that a
Well,
booming
2019
year?
into 2020.
Was that a booming year for you? Because I mean, that was the year everybody was on. And
Yeah, everybody was
kickbacks
just
on
became
nothing.
popular. You know, we only hung with the people we know that's doing what they supposed to do out there in the pandemic. You know what I mean? So
Having Zoom parties. I mean,
yeah,
That
kickbacks,
was
playing
it.
games.
So we took so after we rebranded, it was so funny because like that we rebranded in 2019 into 2020. The beginning of 2020, we got into Target stores, and that was right before the pandemic started. So we were like, yeah, like we thought we were that shit.
Oh,
And
I
then
feel
the
you.
pandemic happened, and people stopped having like gatherings,
Yeah.
parties. So, in the spirit of entrepreneurship, you got to be ready to pivot at any point. So everybody was watching those like DJ sets that were happening, online and watching the verses, and it was very spectator. We was all just watching the phone, and I really wanted to come up with a concept where people that were watching could vote live and like participate in the game show. So I mirrored two softwares together. And I had, just like this, I used StreamYard too. And I had contestants come up and people could live vote for questions and they could see the answers to the questions. And then the contestants could also live vote for who they wanted to see out of the contestants. Like y'all would be the contestants, do pop quizzes, who won the game show all entirety. I have like all the episodes still on YouTube if you ever want to check them out. University of Dope's YouTube. They're all still there. So got so popular that people started hiring us for their like Zoom parties.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, and then from there, people started hiring us for their like employee engagement. So we were doing like employee engagements, happy hours for like the Black employees at Time, which the acronym is BEAT, which I thought was really cool. Employees at Time. We did it for Sony. We did it for Bleacher Report. I actually have a game show with Bleacher Report coming up
Shit.
next week. Next week at Warner Brother. Actually, not with
man,
Bleacher, but it's like the Warner Brother studio, which is really cool. And they hire us to like run these fun engagements and stuff. So
I would like to being a star of the Dapittstop podcast, like I would like to just jump out there and just say we would like to collab with you in person, like with the whole University of Dope brand, and like do a recording for a game on the
I was gonna
Dapittstop.
say since you think you so dope, Kenny. I don't know if she got the game on her now. I mean, we can do about 5 cards right now.
I mean,
you know what I'm
I
saying?
I mean,
you know what I mean? Like,
hey, Jay, that was a dope concept. Right? I mean,
it was.
That was a dope pivot right
I
there,
do have
man.
cards. I
I
can
was
run
trying to
through like
see.
some of the questions if you want. They're very much like
I want to see because Moneybag is well versed in the music business. Kenny is well versed. Kenny's a B-side guy. You know what I mean? I like music too, but Kenny,
my bloodline in hip hop. The other host is my cousin. You know, he in hip hop. So
yeah, so I would like to see Kenny and E,
so,
answer a couple questions real quick. You know what I'm saying? And just see how this goes.
Just for clarity, it's not trivia. It's all opinion based, right?
Yeah, I know.
Majority rules every time.
Hey, look, we can have a first take. We got first
let's
take.
get it right now. Let's go.
I'm waiting.
Let's go.
I'm waiting on my.
And the questions, the tagline to our game is University of Dope, a disrespectful party game for hip hop and R&B lovers. Just also know that because the questions sometimes aren't nice.
That's fine. We can answer.
Okay. Let me see what I should go with. Okay. Let's start with something easy. It's like a one gotta go. It's erase one person from hip hop history. It's J. Cole, Big Sean, Kendrick Lamar, or Childish Gambino.
Ooh.
Childish Gambino.
Yeah, Charles Gambino. I get rid of him.
Me personally, because he has other ventures that he's been into, so he would have still made it. You know what I mean? Because he's a very good actor as well. You know what I mean? So I think that he still could have made. He could have done something out to be famous outside of just music.
Okay,
this is true.
That's my reason why. Not because
I like it.
Not because he can't rap, because he has a lot of good music as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with J. Cole.
You gonna go with J. Cole?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go with J. Cole because he didn't make Redbone, and Redbone's gonna forever be on my playlist for the rest of my life, dog. If I don't get Childish Gambino, I don't get Redbone.
You don't get 24 Hill Drive either.
Is that
I can do without that. I can do without that.
No, you can't. It's a classic.
It is.
The Childish Gambino got a classic,
but he got Redbone.
That is his classic.
Is that the dude that sounds like Ghostface?
If we were playing the game truly, Eric, you would have lost. You would have lost because that's how two versus one. That's how.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. You'd have lost anyway. We like people to share their unpopular opinions. Like it's encouraged. It's a drinking game, so you would have had to drink. That's how that would have happened.
Hey, look, I'll drink to that.
Isn't that the dude that sound like Ghostface, right?
No, you're thinking of
Action Bronson.
Bronson, yes.
Childish Gambino is the guy that saying "This is America."
Yeah. Yes, that's Childish Gambino.
Don't let you slip it.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm a fan, but he got one of my favorite songs with Chance the Rapper too. So.
Yeah, but nah, you right because that joint.
Yes, come on, so we don't never get that. I never get that song.
I know he can sing in real life too. I saw him live. I was like, oh, he really can sing. Okay, no, I listen for you.
He's the gentleman on ATL, not ATL.
ATL. Yeah, Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta. I love that show. That is my favorite show.
Yeah, the Invisible Car though.
Yeah.
Everything about that show was wild, and I loved every minute of it. Every minute.
It was in the.
Let the star get ready. The star ready.
I like the hat. I like the hat.
All right.
Let's go ahead. All right.
Let me do an easier one. Best Thug Love collaboration. A, Always on Time by Ja Rule and Ashanti. B, You're All I Need by Method Man and Mary. C, Dilemma by Nelly and Kelly Rowland. Or D, Best of Me remix Maya and Jay-Z.
I don't even care if I lose this round. Get Ja Rule the hell up out of here. Get his ass. Get Cookie Monster out of here.
My wife came around the corner and she said number 2.
So You're All I Need. Method Mary.
Yeah, Method Mary.
Yo, Dilemma though, son.
Dilemma was amazing.
Dilemma is so good. Oh, Dilemma was a moment though, yeah, because I was in college around that time, dog. Oh.
But you know why I like the Method Mary? Because I don't
that's the one I like.
Because I don't think on the original she wasn't on the original. I don't think
she wasn't.
No, I don't believe she was.
She wasn't on the original, and then she added her flavor to it, and I don't think Method really wanted her on it.
No, he didn't.
And it took off.
Yeah,
I remember the video and everything with them bobbing their head.
Yeah, and he had that.
Hey, I'm gonna give you some real shit. I had the Columbia ring suit too.
Oh Lord! We talking about Best of Me?
Yeah, the Method Man had a Columbia ring suit. Yes,
I think out of all those 4, I think it's a close tie between Meth and Mary J. Blige and Nelly and Kelly Rowland. I think they age better. I only gonna give the slight to Meth and Mary because they're 90s vibe. You know what I'm saying? I was raised in the 80s. Born in the 80s, raised in the 90s. So that whole 90s nostalgia right there.
Hey, look, man, I'm gonna roll with that one too, man. It's one of them ones that it never gets old, bro.
I'm gonna say this. Though. I'm gonna say this. I get it about the Ja Rule, but Ja Rule at that moment when he was doing those,
that shit was fire, dog.
He had changed
my body.
He goes to that one Ja Rule song every time.
My body.
Why are y'all not giving enough credit to Best of Me? That was a hit. Yes,
y'all.
I hated that.
Yeah, it was, but it ain't on that level though. It ain't.
You know why? You know why? Because when Wayne did it,
he killed it.
When he did it on the Squad Up mixtape, he killed it. He made that joint. He took that joint.
I low key forgot about Jay verse when Wayne put that joint out.
Yeah, like
you're right about that.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. That was different, but Ja Rule had a hell of a run with those Thug songs as well. So
he just sound like a drunk singer.
Yeah, he's the ultimate Ja Rule hater. So if you don't know, we give you some background on my man K. Go there. He's the mini version of 50 Cent. He's really 50 Cent's little brother.
Yeah, he's 35 cents.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was gonna say a quarter, but I'll give him 35.
Wow.
About 35
cents. Hey, little half cent.
That's crazy about y'all, man.
I'm done. What else? So we also have what makes our card game a little different from the trivia. So everybody, when you have the card game, they have like answer cards A, B, C, or D, and you put them down, and then you flip together and find out who doesn't rule with the majority. So that's how it's played. Right. Online, same thing. Is just kind of like the voters will poll and tell you which answer. So it's still a poll. But the pop quiz questions are the ones that like make the game special to like pay homage to how the game was discovered. So we'll have like pop quizzes in between the card. And the pop quiz could be like for the whole group or the person holding the card, or like, and it'll give you challenges like, in a certain, go clockwise and name one member of Wu-Tang until somebody messes up. We do cipher challenges like, recite each lyric to Dreams and Nightmares, and the first person
that's tough.
Right?
Yeah, that's tough, man.
And we have classics too, like Juicy's the easier one. This is how we do it by Montel Jordan is the easier one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one right there.
Hey man, you want a funny story? We're in Vegas, and we go to the after party. It was like the after party after the game, whatever.
Yeah, after the Raider game.
So they had like a guy playing. He was a DJ, whatever. So we're in we was in Luxor Casino.
Mm-hmm.
We with Dallas fans, we with Raiders fans. And This Is How We Do It came on. Everybody's jamming together. Yeah, we that drink partying.
It's a unifier.
That
was a unifier.
That was the shit. That was 90. That came on 94. I like
man, you would thought that drink came on a week ago.
Right,
yeah, man. This Is How We Do It is forever is up there as
exactly
one of the best songs ever made.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you a sleeper R&B song that to me is one of the top 5 great R&B songs out all time, bro. Yo, you lied to me. Return of the Mac. That's my shit.
Return of the Mac. Yeah, that's another one too. Yes, that's in the same boat. That's in the same boat.
I love Return of the Mac. Jam. That is her jam.
Hey, Mary, tell me when that beat don't drop. All you gotta hear is that beat at the beginning.
Yep.
You automatically get to going.
Yeah. You be in the middle of a cookout, you be talking, and all of a sudden, oh shit, that's my thing.
Yeah.
Return of the Mac, bro.
No,
that's a head turn right there.
Yo, top 5 greatest R&B songs all time, bro.
Yeah, no bull. Right?
You know what, E? I ain't gonna lie to you. You right. I'm over here saying, all the things you said I never do. You
lied to me.
Oh my God.
Okay, all right. Return of the Mac.
Oh no.
Which song will most likely get you arrested? A. Knuck If You Buck. B. Move by Ludacris. B. Never Ever by Trillville, Lil Scrappy, Lil Jon. And D. Ante Up Remix, MOP, Busta Rhymes, Teflon, and Remy Ma.
Busta Rhymes, MOP.
The song is about snatching chains, but whatever.
Let me be in Rush Hour. And I'm telling everybody, move, bitch.
Get out the way. Okay.
That's
best hip hop soundtrack. Get Rich or Die Trying. Above the Rim.
Ooh.
8 Mile. Or Juice.
Oh, Juice is a good one.
I got the greatest soundtrack of all time, but I'll say this after we play this though, and I'll mention it to y'all.
I'm gonna go with Above the Rim was so good, yo.
Yeah.
That
Pain Drain by Tupac.
Pain by Tupac. Look,
it was crazy. Yeah. What was the fourth one?
Juice.
I say, you know what? I say Juice.
I'm gonna go above the rim.
I can't get rid of above the rim.
Yeah, above the rim, bro.
Hey, that 8 Mile.
You got rid of above the rim?
Oh, I gotta get rid of
I
one.
said pick the best one.
Oh,
the best one.
Oh, the best one. Oh,
Yes.
Oh, above the rim for sure.
Yeah, above the rim, yo.
Yeah.
All three of the rim.
8 Mile was good, but
8 Mile.
8 Mile was good.
8 Mile was
above the
good.
rim,
Get
yeah.
Rich or Die
Matter of
Trying was
fact,
good too.
Yo, was it?
I whoop your head, boy.
Yeah, that was.
You know why I'm weird.
Yeah, that was gonna give it to that trying. And
That's my song. I ain't gonna lie.
I can't get rid of that.
That one's on the gym playlist for us. What song would you rob a bank to? A. Money, Power, Respect by the Lox, Lil Kim, and DMX. B. You Understand by Juvenile. C. Big Bank Take Little Bank by YG.
Ooh.
Or D. Cash Rules Everything Around Me, Cream by Wu-Tang Clan.
I gotta go with.
I'm going with Cream. I'm going with Cream.
That's
going with
easy.
Cream.
That was that. You gotta give us a hard question. That was easy.
Yeah, that was too
I
easy.
gotta play that. Like that gotta be played. Like I can picture a movie scene where they robbing a bank, like bank heist, and they got that joint playing in the background.
Cash rules everything around me. We get the money. I'm basking up. So
I can see ODB doing a robbery. Shit.
So y'all went with Cream. What else you got?
Nah, we gotta go Cream on that one.
That's Cream. That's easy.
Cream.
All the other ones, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, the Lox, Money, Power, Respect is a good one too.
Yeah, like just honestly, Lil Kim's intro would have had me ready to rob.
And DMX verse on that drink. Good God.
Yeah.
Lil Kim's intro would have had me ready. I actually have that on a mug somewhere. Like, first you get the money, then you get the motherfucking power. Okay. After you get the power,
then you get the respect. Yeah.
That's a fact.
Got that little Tony Montana line.
Yeah. That would have amped me all the way up.
So Marian, so look.
Yeah.
Are you going to do some live events?
Yes. Am I going to do some live events? Well, we did a huge live event last year in Hartford, and we called it Games in Champagne. We teamed up with these wonderful party. Well, I'm going to call them party curators.
Gotcha.
They're not party promoters. They're dope ass Black women who curate literally an experience. And they used to do some marketing for University of Dope, and then started doing like events for us. And we rented out a theater. We called it Games in Champagne. And 800 people came.
Oh snap! That's a lot of people. Yeah.
800 people came, and we did the game show live on stage. With other like fun elements to it. But we had contestants, we had challenges in between. People was running up on stage, grabbing the mic. We had dance challenges in between. We even had a little church session. I split the room in half and had like a gospel off.
Oh, shoot. I know that.
Oh no. Hey, so look,
we're gonna have to definitely collab.
Yeah, I'm about to say we gotta do a live event, yo. We gotta. Oh yes.
If we do another one, I'll certainly let you guys know. Y'all should definitely come up. I host events from time to time, so when people, because everybody knows I do the card game up here, so they'll be like, come up, because I can easily think of challenges. I'd be like, first person to get to me gets free tickets to so-and-so if you know the answer to this question, or first person that can finish the lyrics to this. So you know what I mean? So people add me to their events all the time too. So I do that. But we haven't had a game activation in a little while. And truthfully, if I could have, a real moment with y'all, we are actually sunsetting the brand University of Dope. I know. I know. It's funny that you want to get into a card game. This shit is actually very, very, very hard. And, even me being a small business advocate and having access to resources, decisions and certain things can still hinder you from growth. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to make this like a violin moment, but I have way more inventory that I care to have because Target dropped us when we got a new president. Man. And then I actually, we fundraise and front that money to our manufacturer way ahead of time. And Target let us know that, hey, we're not going to continue after letting us know they were, and told us exactly how many. And now I have thousands. All that to say, there's 60% off on my website right now. That's one. And if y'all would like some card games, I will absolutely send you some. Just pay for the shipping.
No, I just bought some.
But I can always send you guys some card games.
Yeah. I'm about to say, my man K, he just bought some.
I just bought some.
You did?
Yeah, mine's get here Friday.
Oh, lit. That's what's up. Thank you for supporting me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And then I also found out that I just really, really, really love when Black people come together. Like, that's truly where I thrive. And even though we created the game kind of just for like shits and giggles, the best part of it is when I get to be at live events, when I get to see our people, my people, enjoying, feeling safe, having a good time, happy, laughing, kikiing with each other. It's the best thing. So I'm transitioning to make like a special space for us. And I've been working on that, but I want to sunset this brand first to transition to that. And that's going to be dope too, I promise. It's just
I got you.
And then,
you know what? Don't give up on it yet. You're gonna be like all the shows that hit Netflix, like that been out for 2 or 3 years. It's gonna hit Netflix, and then next thing you know, boom, y'all gonna take off again. You know what I mean? People like, oh man, you seen this? I'm like, that show was on 2, 3, 4 years ago. And y'all just catching up on it.
And exactly.
Made it popular again, and then next thing you know, that's what's gonna happen to y'all. You know what I mean?
But again, it's fine. I think everything happens for a reason. I'm not even upset about it. I think everything happens for a reason, and I really got a lot of clarity. It was fun, wild ride. We literally been doing it for 10 years. 10
Oh wow!
Years.
Yeah,
it's not over yet. I'm not gonna
sir.
It is over.
In small business is always have a succession plan. People always think they're gonna do whatever it is until the end of time, and that is not the case. Businesses do close. No matter how long
it's over. You gotta pivot.
And I am pivoting. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
No, I hear you. You can't get the play up. I got you.
And it's truly because I'm tired. I don't know when this show is gonna air, but like, I got a baby on the way.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm doing a lot of this myself with support and whatnot, interns and whatnot. And I'm just like, I'm tired of this when I can do way more for my community. I know what I need to do for my community. I feel like I can do more for them other than making them laugh at a cookout with my card game.
Well, let us know when you want us to put this out.
Absolutely.
Whenever
it's fine.
Okay, because I know you just dropped the bomb and just don't want to be ahead of you. You know what I
mean? You don't want to. Yeah, won't want to give up the baby news.
Good. I'm gonna make an announcement at some point. But I don't mind if people find out this way either. Get more sweat off my back. Yeah, but I'm pivoting. We are pivoting, and I'm excited about the pivot. I think I can do more for the people. I think God gave me a gift of bringing Black people together and making them feel safe, and I want to continue in that mission. So yeah.
So with that,
hold on, E. Hold on, E. I do want to ask this question. We like to call it shifting gears a little bit, but I do know, like, I see that, with you, like, economic empowerment, community growth, you know what I mean, transforming neighborhoods, like with that, like, what's your vision on that? How do you partake? How do you get that going? And what makes you, what's in you? What's that burning fire in you to not stop? Because, like, I know you probably get a lot of people that don't believe in it, or they hesitant, they have some reservations about it. But what does it take to transform that? And you know what I mean? See your people get to where they need to be. What's that burning desire that you have?
Ooh, I know previous in this conversation, I had spoke about small wins, and we were talking about small businesses. But in the work that we're doing, we are trying to meet people exactly where they're at. They're not their circumstance at all. This is purposeful disinvestment that has happened in these communities that have disenfranchised these communities. They just didn't get this way. So figuring out how to dismantle that and making the residents in this neighborhood feel like their voice is the loudest and most important was the first thing. And then also hitting them with the resources that they need right now. So once we have that, like truly, we're hit like anything that they need. Is it mental health? You can't mow your lawn? Are you disabled? Do you need home renovations? Do you need help with workforce development? Do you need help finding a job? Do you need help with childcare? Do you need help with transportation? Do you need help getting groceries? Whatever it is that's plaguing you from being able to move to the next level, our organization is attacking. Once we feel like we have a great footing with where people are like, okay, they feel the burden of a society that thinks of them as less, being lifted off of their shoulders, knowing that we are standing right there with them in the gap, like we got you, then we can start to do the work of, okay, we are not gentrificating, doing gentrification in neighborhood. I saw a word, I was like, ooh, I like that. It was like withintrification, which I like much, much, much better. Yes, we're trying to improve the neighborhood, but we need all the residents to stay. We're not trying to displace not a damn body. So what it is we're trying to work with the residents themselves to figure out, all right, you've been in this affordable apartment for a long time. What is it going to take for you to become a homeowner? And what if I built a pathway to homeownership? What if I helped you build a pathway to entrepreneurship? What if you don't want like a whole home? You know what I mean? What if you want to start off light and, it can get you into a condo? And literally my job is finding the opportunities in the neighborhood. There's like so many empty lots. There's blighted buildings. There's city-owned buildings. So my job is to try to get site control of them, figuring out what they can be and giving the residents the first opportunity at whatever it is, so that they're the first in the door and they're the stakeholders and they're the voice. They can tell me what it is that they want in the neighborhood as well. Like, they hate a park. I won't say what park it is, but they hate a park that's in the neighborhood. And we were like, okay, my fearless leader, I have so much faith in my executive director. She knows how to chase down money like no other. She was like, y'all don't like this park? We need $5 million to redo the park. I'll get it. You know what I mean? And she'll go get it. And then the community literally came together, hella community meetings about what they wanted to see in their park, how they wanted to design it. We got an architect to draw it up and we're chasing it down. Like, they're the voice. I'm never going to try to solve somebody's issue for them without them telling me exactly what it is that they want first. And letting them know that, like, all right, don't worry about how you're going to get there. We'll figure that out. Like, don't worry about how you're going to get there. We'll figure out the how. Just tell us what it is that you are trying to see from you in your personal life and in this neighborhood. And we're hoping that with all of those things that we build like a sense of community, because once you like start to build like, yeah, this is where I'm from, you know what I mean? You care about it more. When you have stake in it, you care about it more. And then teaching them and giving them the skills too, like, all right, we're not just going to throw houses at people. Like, now you own this house. We're going to teach you how to be a homeowner. We're going to teach you how to be a landlord.
You said something that stuck to me. Have you heard about Killer Mike, what he's doing in Atlanta?
There's a community in Atlanta that I don't know if it's that gentleman. It's oh man, is it East Side or East View or East something?
I'm not familiar with that one, but because I'm down here in Atlanta. This is where I live. And on the local news, he has this new rent to own housing initiative through his real estate company. Is that what we're talking about? And
that's one of the programs that I'm trying to implement. A lot of stuff like that.
Okay, and that's what I was going to ask, because it aims to help families in transition from leasing homes to home ownership.
Yep, like exactly that. All those types of programs is exactly what's going to go on here. Small business programs, entrepreneurship, all that jazz.
That's dope.
No, hey man, we had a thing on a show called the Victory Lap, right?
Ooh.
So we at the end of the show, man. So with the Victory Lap, it's the Pit Stop podcast, and we at the end of the show, we're gonna give people some encouragement, and that's what the Victory Lap is. So some encouragement or a gem you can leave them, for at the end of the show.
Oh, I'm supposed to leave people with.
Yeah, you get the Victory Lap. Our guest gets the Victory Lap. Yeah, you leave with a gem.
A victory lap. What to tell the people now?
Yeah, some words of encouragement, or
Words of
it can be
encouragement.
funny. It could be, hey, but
It could be whatever
we
you
also
what,
need those
something you
emotions.
live by.
Got it. Let me think this out. Let me
Whatever's on
think
your
this
heart. It could be
out.
something you live by.
Right.
It give you something that some encouragement, like he said. It can be
a good gem that you give small businesses. I mean, anything that you're passionate about. Yeah.
It can be a quote that's gotten you through, whatever it is.
I have a bunch. It's weird. But I really want people to, I guess, never lose sight of hope. You know what I mean? If you stay hopeful, if you stay in a positive, no matter the circumstance, I think that's the one thing that our people do well. Like, no matter the circumstance, we can still find a little piece of joy and chase that. The rest of everything will work out for you. You know what I mean? Everything will work out if you stay positive and search for the hope in all scenarios, I never lose sight of that, I think. And before you know it, a pathway will open its way. Maybe a door will close, but a window will open. So, always staying in that mindset of like, this sucks, but I know my time will come. If I stay in the mindset of like, I know my time is going to come. I may not know when, but I know my time's going to come for sure.
Hey, stay the course, man. For
stay
sure.
The course. Stay the course. Don't want to pivot, but stay the course.
As you should, man. Hey, look, let's give it up for our guest, Miss Marian Clarke, today, man. Hey.
Thank you. We appreciate you for blessing the pod today.
Absolutely, this was a lot of fun. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
We looking forward to any live events that you want to invite us.
Oh
to,
yeah, I'm coming out there. I'm coming out there.
You know, man, we kind of a big deal. I mean, I am. I don't know about.
I know I'm a star. You see K Ego.
I would love for you guys to come out here. If I have any live events, I'll definitely let you know. If you do want to collab on something, if it's like online or I don't even know what, let me, we're still around. We haven't like closed up yet. So.
Well, no, I was just looking on your website.
I'm
gonna definitely get some cars. I'm definitely gonna get some cars.
Please. All right. Thank you so much.
Find us on Apple, YouTube, and Spotify at the Pit Stop Podcast. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and content. And you on mute, James? So no, I'm not going to spell it. I'm not going to spell it. Find us on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify at the Pit Stop Podcast. Check it out. Like, subscribe, and comment, please.
And Marian, where can they find you at, Marian?
Hey.
You can find me in two places. One, University of Dope at all things. Or my handle on social media is Marian Andoh Clarke. I'm one of one, so I'm easy to find.
Man. Hey, with that said, hey, Kate, go tell the people where they can find us at, man.
Find us on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify at the Pit Stop Podcast. Check it out. Like, subscribe, and comment, please.
And Marian, where can they find you at, Marian?
Hey.
You can find me in two places. One, University of Dope at all things. Or my handle on social media is Marian Andoh Clarke. I'm one of one, so I'm easy to find.
Could you Marian,
make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Make sure you subscribe.
Oh yeah, for sure. When you post, let me know. My name is Marian Andoh Clarke. I'm the co-founder of University of Dope, and this is the Pit Stop.
There you go. Thank you.
Hey, look, with that said, man, it's the Pit Stop Podcast. We out, man. Appreciate y'all for checking out this episode.